another episode of the Sean Farrell podcast. I am Sean Farrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. Jesus Christ died and he rose again. Let's go ahead and get into it. So, a post from 988 Oklahoma. Okay. Um, nine they debunked some myths about 988. Okay. Okay. So, a fact for well, no, not there. Okay, this is a myth of 988 is only for people in crisis. That's a myth. 988 is for anyone who needs support. That's a fact. 988 can't help. That's a myth. 988, 9 out of 10 calls are resolved over the phone. That's a fact. 988 will only call the cops on you. That's a flagrant myth right there. A flagrant myth. 911 is only called when there is an immediate danger to yourself or others. That's a fact. Okay. All right. So there are people who are concerned when they call 988. Are we going to call the cops? No, that's not what we do. Again, only if there is an immediate threat. Okay. If their threat level is high, then that's when we will intervene, right? That's when we will intervene and call emergency services to help you, but only if you're in danger, okay? Only if you're in danger, right? So always, what we try to do at 988 is talk you out of it. That's our main goal. Talk you out of the situation by listening with empathy, compassion, caring, and no judgment, understanding. Okay? That's what we want to do first, is bring you off the ledge. Okay? And if necessary, we can't bring you off that ledge. That's when the emergency that's when we will contact emergency services. Okay? We don't want anything to happen to you. Okay? We don't want anything to happen to you. We care that much. We care that much about you. Okay? At 988. We don't want anything to happen to you. Okay, so those are some of the facts and some of the myths about 988. Okay? So I thought this was a pretty cool thing to do. There we go. Okay. So there was a event that was happening in Indianapolis, okay? It was called A Ride for No More Suicide that happened yesterday. Oh, yesterday. It's Tuesday, right? It happened Sunday, right? Okay, so A Ride for No More Suicide was an event that was aimed at reaching men in Indianapolis, okay? My message to men is that we are not alone. Said, I can't pronounce that first name. Strench Valley. I probably butchered that name. one of the event organizers. We have friends, we have family, we have people who just support us when we do not feel like there are people who have our back or who are there for us. Sometimes that support isn't always clear or felt. That's why Thali and friends are teaming up with the Tony Bennett Memorial Foundation for a ride dedicated to mental health and suicide prevention. Like the bike event that the two UConn students were doing for suicide prevention. Okay. Thali shares the trail that will follow on the ride. So they started at White River Amphitheater, take it up to Mass Avenue, gonna go back around Mass Avenue and back, and then into downtown Fountain Square. We're gonna go up Virginia, and in the Hot Boys Fountain Square, said Thali. Men living in Indiana are 4 times more likely to die by suicide, according to the Indiana Department of Health. And men are 4 times more likely to die by suicide in the country. Okay, in the U.S. The group hopes to save lives and let men know it's okay. You don't have to suffer in silence. Okay, and so this is one of the things that I always say to men, but to everybody. You matter. You are loved. You are not a burden, and you are more than enough. Okay? Don't let anybody else ever tell you any differently. Thali went on to say, I've been here. I have friends that I've reached out to. Friends have reached out to me to have conversations. I don't feel alone. They don't feel alone, but that's what this ride is for. But that's what this ride is for. I already read that. To show people how many people support each other. Event organizer John Overton wants people to connect during the ride and emphasizes the importance of shedding light on mental health. Mental health is probably one of the most important things to talk about. So I think with this bike ride, we're just letting people know it's okay. And they're not alone if they have certain thoughts and feelings they feel like they can't share, Overton said. At the end of the race, they were greeted with vendors, booths, a DJ, and resources. Proceeds benefit the Tony Bennett Memorial Foundation. Yeah. So that was a pretty cool event that they did for suicide prevention. And what I like is it was aimed at men. Okay, it was aimed at men to let men know that, hey, you are not alone in this. Okay, all right. And so yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, now, all right. Yeah, I'll come back to that later. Okay, so that's it, and that's all for the Sean Farrell podcast. I am out of here. May God bless you all. You matter. You are loved. You are more than enough. And don't let anybody else ever tell you any differently. All right? Peace out. God bless. You are not alone.